Kirk Duckwall here with your Market Monday real estate stats for the Twin Cities area. Well, it's been a pretty good year for sellers for the most part. Depending, maybe. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, we'll get into that in just a second. But first, if you find this video valuable, make sure you click on that subscribe button. We know that knowledge is power, and the more knowledge that you have about the market, the more that you can leverage the market to your advantage. So again, make sure you click on that subscribe button. Let's dive into the data. Okay, last week I said that I expected the showings per week per listing to jump up over the previous week, which was a holiday weekend that was in it. Well, it didn't quite do that, kind of. Well, let's jump into that. So a couple weeks ago, 4.44, that dropped to 4.34. However, that is up over last year by 24%. Well, so clearly this did drop back, and again, that's in the median sale price range, 200 to 400K in the Minneapolis-St. Paul area. What did jump up was the showings per week. So this is the showings per week per listing, but the showings per week jumped up. So what this is showing me is that the listing inventory is increasing. So the total number of showings is getting spread out between more houses, thus dropping this number back a little bit. Still pretty strong, though, like I said, up by 24% over the same time last year. Okay, I had mentioned, depending on the sector that you are selling in, if you were a seller, you may have had different results. So the single-family homes up by 6.9%, townhomes up by 5% over the same time last year, but condos only up by 0.5%. So the condo market has not had nearly as strong a year as other sectors. And for buyers out there, here's an interesting one. I mentioned this, I think, about a month and a half ago or so, but the new construction market has had very little movement over a year ago as well, only up 0.1%. So if you're having a hard time finding something out there and you're looking in that price range, maybe looking at new construction as a potential value there could be a good place to look. All right, interest rates, big driving factor in the market, really didn't move much at all, just up ever so slightly. So a couple weeks ago, 2.86, and that's now up to 2.87. Okay, where does all this bring us with our market meter? So the showing activity slowing down, dropped it back ever so slightly. So we were at a 7.55, and now we're down to a 7.52. So very, very little movement there. For sellers, though, I would recommend, we have been dropping back, even though in little increments pretty much every week. I would recommend, if you want to still take advantage of this seller's market period here before it starts to cool off, I would try to get your homes on the market between early to mid-October. And for buyers, well, that cooling market, the more spread out the showing activity is becoming as the inventory is increasing, should provide some much needed ease as we go into the fall market. Hopefully you found this video valuable. Again, click on that subscribe button. Take care, be safe, and have a great week.